how to seamlessly integrate sonic branding with your existing brand strategy. Hey guys, I'm Joe, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to seamlessly integrate sonic branding with your existing brand strategy so you can have a unified brand experience. Look at your current brand. Before we add new sounds to your brand, we need to understand what your brand is saying right now. Our goal is to get a clear picture of your current brand strategy and find places where sound could fit in. To do this, let's walk through some of the key steps. Number 1, take a good look at your brand guidelines. What does your brand stand for? What's its personality? Next, examine your brand's visual elements, like logos and color palettes. These elements can really give you ideas for matching sounds. Then, check out your current marketing campaigns. How do they sound and feel? It's also helpful to talk to people from different parts of your company. They might have useful insights about your brand. More importantly, don't forget to ask your customers what they think about your brand. This can show you where sound could make things better. Lastly, look at what your competitors are doing with sound. This can really help you find ways to stand out. By following these steps, you'll have a strong starting point for adding sounds that really fit your brand. Set your sonic branding goals. Now that we know what your brand looks like, let's think about how it should sound. Our objective here is to create clear and measurable goals for your brand sound that really match your overall branding. Here's how we can do that. Start by deciding what feelings you want your brand sound to create or bring to mind in your audience. For example, a luxury car brand might want to sound innovative and luxurious. Next, think about what messages you want your sounds to send. The sounds you choose can show that your brand is modern, trustworthy, or even eco-friendly. Did you know that people remember sonic logos better than visual logos? Consider how sound can make customer experiences better. For example, a store could use music to make shopping more fun by playing upbeat music. It's also very important to plan how to keep your sound consistent across different platforms. Your brand should really sound the same, whether customers are in your store, on your website, or are watching your ad on TV or hearing it over the radio. Finally, decide how you'll measure if your sonic strategy is really working. This could include things like more customer engagement or happier customers in general. By setting these clear sound goals, you'll make sure that your sonic branding strategy is on track and matches what your brand is all about. Create your brand sound. It's time to give your brand its own voice. Our goal now is to make a set of unique sounds that really represent your brand. Let's break this down into manageable steps. Number 1. Start by creating your sonic logo. This is a short sound that really captures what your brand is all about. Next, choose a set of sounds for your brand. These will be used for UI and UX experiences. Make sure you pick instruments and rhythms that really match your brand's personality, and compose your brand music, which also includes your sonic logo. You can use your brand music in videos, ads, your website, or even when customers are on hold over the phone. Then, decide what kind of voice represents your brand best. You want to think about things like the accent, the energy, and the tone of voice. Don't forget to create sounds for things like app notifications or even website clicks. These small sounds can make using your digital products more enjoyable. Finally, test your sounds with a group of potential customers. Their feedback can help you improve your sounds before you start using them everywhere. These carefully created sounds become the building blocks of your brand's voice, ready to work alongside your current brand strategy. Use your sounds everywhere. You've now created your brand sound. Now it's time to let everyone hear it. Our goal here is to smoothly add your new sounds to all the places your customers interact with your brand. Here's how to make that happen. First, make a list of all the places customers connect with your brand. This includes both online and in-person places. Next, decide which places are most important to add sound to first. You want to focus on high-impact areas like your website homepage or how you greet callers over the phone. Then, make rules for how to use your sounds in different situations. For example, how to use your sonic logo in a video versus a radio ad. It's really important here to teach your team about the new sound guidelines. Make sure that everyone understands why using sound consistently is not only important, but essential. Start by slowly using your sounds. beginning with 1 or 2 key places. This lets you see how people react and make changes if needed. Finally, make sure you regularly check that your sounds are being used correctly everywhere. You want to make this part of your routine brand checks. By using your sounds strategically and on all your platforms, you'll create a brand experience that people will really remember, no matter where they interact with your brand. Check and improve. Creating your brand sound is just the beginning. The real work is in seeing how well it's working. Our goal here is to see how effective your brand sounds are and make improvements based on the data. Let's go through the steps to make this happen. You want to start by deciding how you'll measure the success of your brand sounds. This might include how well people remember your brand or any changes in customer behavior. You can also ask your audience what they think about your brand sounds. Find out if they recognize the sounds and if they fit with your brand personality. Also, keep an eye out on social media for people mentioning your brand sounds. All this can really give you valuable insights into what people think. Also, look at the data from your website and your apps. Compare things like engagement rates before and after adding your brand sounds. Finally, be ready to make small changes based on what you learn. Even small tweaks can make your brand sounds work much better. By consistently checking and improving your brand sounds, you'll keep them effective and in tune with your audience. If you need help creating a sonic identity for your brand, we've already worked with hundreds of brands like Amazon, Nespresso, L'Oreal, and so many more. We create sonic logos, compose original music, cast and record voiceovers, produce jingles, and create localized ads. To contact me, click the link below and we can talk about your next project. Now, integrating sonic branding into your existing brand strategy is challenging, and without a professional sonic branding strategy, it's nearly impossible to achieve a cohesive sound. Adding sound elements without a plan can really make your brand feel scattered and ineffective. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to develop a professional sonic branding strategy so you can transform your content from sounding generic to unique and unforgettable as soon as people hear you.